The folks at ILTA are not waiting for 2022. They have apparently all gotten their vaccines, and they have announced that they are returning to a live conference in August in Vegas at which hotel? I forget which hotel they're at. And I wore my Bellagio shirt in case it was there, but
Have
it's
they
not
said the
there.
hotel?
They have said the hotel. I actually am
They did?
blanking on which one it is. I actually interviewed them the other day, but my interview hasn't posted yet, and got a little more details on the whole thing. But so here's my question: is this premature, or who here will go to ILTA? Joe, that's it.
I saw a few more hands. Yeah, there.
Okay.
I probably will. I'm getting my second vaccine next week, so I feel pretty good about getting out and about, just depending on what happens.
No,
I like the.
I'm not going. I'm just gonna no.
Mandalay Bay is where it is.
I was gonna book the hotel. I think it was Mark Palmer had suggested. Book the hotel with a right to cancel and play it by ear. I think that's a good way to do it.
Yeah.
I'm sure they got like a great deal from whatever hotel, Mandalay Bay or whatever. They're probably desperate for the business. But I don't know. I felt like it was a little optimistic on their part. But if they know people are willing to come and they have protocols in place for the people that aren't vaccinated, and to make sure that people feel safe, and hopefully there should be a lot of space available in that hotel, so they're not all going to be crammed into one tiny little room. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, look, I want to get back to normal as much as possible. I want to be able to go out without a mask on and do things that I want to do. But yeah, August seems a little optimistic. But who knows? Maybe it won't be.
As you can see, I've had my second vaccine. I'm feeling fine. I'm ready to go to the ILTA conference, even though, quite honestly, I may be the only one there. But in any event, at least it's a reason for some optimism.
Yeah. I think I'll go. Maybe I'm just feeling lucky because I just survived 3 weeks in Florida, and nobody's wearing a mask down there, and people are congregating in bars and restaurants, and the streets are busy with people. And I got a date for my vaccine. I don't have it yet, but I do have a date. So I feel like I really scored a coup there. But, I don't know. We'll see. I think I'll certainly follow Nikki's lead and at least book a room. And then I won't buy a plane ticket just yet. I think the big question, though, is going to be, what about the rest of the world? International travel is going to be a real issue there, I think. I think there's still going to be restrictions on international travel even by August, and a lot of their audience is international. And the other big comment I've seen on Twitter has just been that even though people may be ready to travel, their firms or organizations may not be ready to fund their travel at that point. And so they're going to be footing the bill if they want to go. And so, who knows what the turnout's going to be. They're hoping for a good turnout. I did interview them, the heads of ILTA, for my Latera TV show that'll be on next Wednesday. That used to be a live show, and now we're pre-recording them, and so that'll be up on Wednesday morning. And they didn't give me a whole lot of other details, but they do plan to have. There will be an exhibit hall. There will be parties. They think. They're still trying to figure out. Masks will be mandatory. They will be spacing out things in the exhibit hall, but it will still be enclosed. Vegas in August is not somewhere you go and do stuff outside. Who knows?
And Bob, you mentioned about like the firms and like will they be willing to even foot the bill to pay for their lawyers and staffers to go to these conventions? And I find it interesting because a lot of big law firms, they haven't even publicly announced when they're going to request people to come back into the office. So if like you're already in-person conventions, will there be people that really want to go there, maybe risk being around people they don't even know, and when they don't even feel comfortable going to the office with people that they maybe know, and spacing out the cubicles and desks and everything like that. So I'm really interested to see, will there be that much, will enough people come to these conventions? Will they feel comfortable, or some people might want to take a little bit more time?
Yeah.
And
Yes,
plus, we know people always behave very, responsibly and carefully in Vegas. So there's that. I don't know.
My concern in Vegas in August, and I think I'm going to go too, but like my only concern is it, as you said, it is unpleasantly hot there. And to go to the exhibit hall, the avatar costume that I bought for in-person shows is really bulky and
Yeah.
see, this is the problem with everyone being muted while
It's an inside joke. Yeah. We were all laughing. Our avatars were laughing at that.
Initially, I was thinking you're wearing a costume and you're going to be blue, but then I like this movie Avatar, and then it took me a minute.
I could see that. I could see this thing going either way. I think there's such a pent-up demand or desire for people to be back together that if it reaches that tipping point where people feel generally safe, they could have a very strong showing, I think. But
Yeah.
I think it's going to depend on the research with the variants and how effective the vaccines are against those variants. That's the sort of, for me, the up in the air parts of the whole thing.
Yeah.
So.